since you mentioned that, let's talk about that because I think that's part of the planning process too. Is how the deer are going to access that. So if you're looking at that, if you're going to set up like that, let me ask you this: if you're going to set that up to where you're going to create this screening or create this funnel for the deer, this is the way the deer is going to walk into it. What are some of the things you're taking into consideration when you're creating this access?
Okay. So looking around your area, like you said, you got a wide open, say, maple oak tree forest thing where you can look from one end to the other. There's no
Hmm.
rhyme or reason. Starting to, and then I'm saying drop trees is kind of a big word, but put things to disrupt them from going certain ways and you kind of push them towards where you want them to go using dead underbrush, um, raking trails out. It's funny that deer, for some reason, if you move dirt in the ground, and this is anybody that's done food plots too, as soon as you break up the ground, like going through with a disc or anything like that, that fresh dirt smell for something about a deer, love that. And they are out in the fields on that freshly tilled dirt or whatever, and they're walking around and they just are just having the time of their life. And I've never really known what's that draw to them of why that fresh dirt smell is attractive to them. So, but building structures to push them into your where you want them to lead in and funneling essentially. So, use dead undergrowth that's underneath you, branch stuff up, just kind of push them in that general direction. Now, are you going to have enough material to get them there? No, but that's where the rest of the you know, setting up, food, that's going to come to that point and whatnot. So, um, you know, later on in the season, if you got a scrape set on that end, the buck's obviously going to come to that point to scent check to head out too. Watering holes, that's another big, big thing that will absolutely help you too, is watering holes. Setting that up in the middle of the plot to pull them into that point. Food plots are just the one piece to all this puzzles. So, or to this puzzle. So, yeah, I mean, that's how I kind of look at it is you got to start building a reason to go there. So if I can block their paths, their other
Hmm.
trails or whatever, and force them to go take the path of the least resistance, basically, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna block their other trails and force them to go, hey, they have to go this way because deer are gonna take the path of least resistance. I mean, in a big, tall, grassy field, if you mow a path right down the dead center of it, where the deer are gonna walk right down the dead center of it. So
Well, it
if
makes
you can
sense. You
make
want
it
to burn
easy
up
for yeah,
as a
go ahead.
wild animal. You want to burn up more calories than you need to
Right. It's easy. Yeah.
because
Deer
calories
deer want
are.
the deer want the easiest thing to keep them alive, so if I can go down this walked mow trail with grass on both the side, that's what I'm gonna do.
Well,
So
ask yourself when you walk out there, do I want to walk through that or do I want to walk across this mode path? You're going to do.
exactly.
We're
So,
going to do the same thing. I mean, there's some of us that we want to take the hard way, just I think to prove a
just
point,
because.
just because.
Yep,
Some
yep,
people like to always walk uphill both ways, but whatever.
yep, that's
Yeah.
hey, that's how that is, so but yeah, if you can build thick cover around everything and funnel them into you, I mean, that's absolutely what I'm looking for to establish
Now,
that.
now, could you use that to also set up your shot too? I think I've heard this before where people are talking about like they'll use that type of funneling to set their shot, the kind of
Yeah.
force them into an area for their shot, right?
Shot. Yep. I mean, that's essentially what you're doing is bringing them to that focal point there that you can get your shot opportunities at them. So,
Yeah, I mean, because we're only talking quarter acre, maybe half acre of a
yeah,
plot anyways.
we're not talking, yeah, big, big area, but enough to bring them into a point where you're like, hey, this is a 50-yard shot for me for a crossbow or bow hunting. So I know this is where they're going to enter and exit.